This is the book The Noonday Demon by Andrew Solomon, and I had read this book and now, providing you the review. The Noonday Demon, An Atlas of Depression by Andrew Solomon is a renowned book that delves into the depths of depression. Solomon combines personal stories, research, and a compassionate perspective to provide a comprehensive understanding of this mental illness, its impact on individuals and society, and the resilience of the human spirit. Hello, book lovers. Welcome back to Book Rendezvous. Today, I'm thrilled to present a detailed book review of The Noonday Demon by Andrew Solomon. This extraordinary book takes us on a profound journey into the world of depression, making it a must-read for anyone seeking a deeper understanding of this pervasive mental health issue. First, let's talk about the author. Andrew Solomon, a renowned writer and lecturer, embarks on a monumental exploration of depression in The Noonday Demon. His meticulous research and empathetic storytelling make this book a true masterpiece. Though this book doesn't have traditional characters, it introduces us to countless real-life individuals, each with their unique experiences of depression. These personal stories provide a poignant backdrop to the book's central figure, the author himself. Andrew Solomon becomes the heart and soul of The Noonday Demon. As the book revolves around his battle with depression, readers get an intimate look into his life, struggles, and ultimately, his resilience. His journey is both enlightening and deeply moving. Now, let's talk about who should read this book. The Noonday Demon is a must-read for anyone interested in mental health, psychology, or looking to gain insight into the human condition. Whether you're struggling with depression yourself, know someone who is, or just want to broaden your horizons, this book is for you. Next, let's touch on the writing style. Andrew Solomon's prose is nothing short of exceptional. It's a blend of eloquence, compassion, and raw honesty. His ability to weave personal narratives with scientific research is truly captivating. One of the remarkable aspects of this book is how it surprises the readers. Just when you think you've grasped the full scope of depression, Solomon unveils a new layer of complexity. His ability to continually challenge preconceived notions keeps you engaged throughout. Now, I must issue a spoiler alert, as I'm about to briefly explain the plot. Solomon opens the book with his own highly personal thesis about the nature of depression. Depression is the flaw in love. To be creatures who love, we must be creatures who can despair at what we lose, and depression is the mechanism of that despair. When it comes, it degrades oneself and ultimately eclipses the capacity to give or receive affection. It is the aloneness within us made manifest, and it destroys not only the connection to others but also the ability to be peacefully alone with oneself. Love, though it is not prophylactic against depression, is what cushions the mind and protects it from itself. Medications and psychotherapy can renew that protection, making it easier to love and be loved, and that is why they work. In good spirits, some love themselves, some love others, some love work, and some love God. Any of these passions can furnish that vital sense of purpose that is the opposite of depression. Love forsakes us from time to time, and we forsake love. In depression, the meaninglessness of every enterprise and every emotion, the meaninglessness of life itself, becomes self-evident. The only feeling left in this loveless state is insignificance. From here, the author outlines his own experience of depression, skewering some of the common misconceptions about it. For example, that it's just chemical. He makes gentle fun of the DSM-V definition of depression while drawing on the insights of psychiatrists and neurologists to deepen his account. Solomon's background is in psychology. Solomon describes his 3 episodes of major depression in detail, from early symptoms through to treatments, to provide a first-hand account of depression. He considers the full range of treatment options available to the depressed, offering a clinical breakdown of their effectiveness and side effects. Alongside the conventional treatments, such as medication and talk therapy, Solomon considers alternative treatments, some unrecognized by medical practitioners. He meets depressives who have chosen to endure electroshock therapy and other radical treatments. He describes his trip to Africa to partake in a healing ritual involving blood sacrifice. Solomon takes into account the many and various forms depression can take. He stresses that depression interacts with personality so that no two people have the same experience. Nevertheless, he outlines in broad strokes the kinds of people especially susceptible to depression and the situations that can trigger an episode. In a chapter on addiction, Solomon examines the interaction between depression and substance abuse. Drawing on his own experience with alcohol, he points out that a great deal of self-medicating substance use is not classified as abuse simply due to the cultural norms of a person's context. Another chapter concerns suicide. Solomon sets out the statistical link between depression and suicide. He discusses the trauma of his own mother's suicide, considering the link between that event and his depression. Solomon turns to the history of depression, beginning with ancient authors and proceeding through early modern melancholy to Freud and the beginning of depression as illness. He debunks the myth that depression is a modern disease. Solomon argues that the link between depression and poverty has been overlooked. He suggests that depression can cause a person to decline into poverty and even homelessness, and that the circumstances of poverty can cause depression or trap a sufferer in their depression. He points out that treating depression may be the first essential step in relieving homelessness, since many homeless people may be unable to take their place in society due to their depression. He argues that the failure to take depression into account severely skews academic and political attempts to understand and address poverty. Considering the politics of depression more broadly, Solomon offers an overview of the way depression is discussed in public life and by lawmakers. He points out that the coverage offered by insurance companies varies enormously and unjustly, and that insurance companies and lawmakers alike have consistently ignored this unevenness. Solomon asks, why? Why does depression exist? He summarizes the existing theories on the subject and the limited evidence that has been brought forward. He considers the possibility that depression has played an evolutionary role. Finally, Solomon stresses hope. There is hope for sufferers now and in the future. He returns to his own story to explain that he has been able to recover from depression, find workable treatments, and lead a happy and productive life. Now, let's discuss how the ending surprises the readers. Without giving too much away, the book's conclusion offers a sense of hope and resilience that may not be expected in a story about depression. It's a testament to the author's personal growth and determination. In the final few pages, Andrew Solomon shares his reflections on his journey through depression, leaving readers with a profound sense of optimism. It's a powerful conclusion that lingers long after you've closed the book. I encourage all of you who have read The Noonday Demon to share your thoughts and feelings about the book in the comment section below. Let's start a conversation about this remarkable work. In conclusion, The Noonday Demon by Andrew Solomon is an incredibly engaging and thought-provoking book. It offers an intimate look into the world of depression while surprising readers with its depth and resilience. I can't recommend it enough. Thank you for joining me today, and have